fan of punctuality, so we're going to start right on time. For those of you who are far in the back, just know that you might not be able to hear things. I don't really believe in microphones, as I'm using a microphone, but you know, in my training as an opera singer, I learned how to, you know, sing to the end, to the back of a 3,000-seat auditorium. And with these students, you see these microphones that are hanging. You'll also hopefully see that none of them are plugged in. So, but there will not be any microphone use in the show. So the 6th grade chorus, for instance, is rather a small choir. So if you're the parent of a 6th grader, maybe try not to be in the very far back, because you might not hear it. That brings up another point. I don't mean to talk down to anybody, mostly I'm speaking to my students, but one thing that we work on in school, in the music program, is concert etiquette and how it is to be a good audience member. The way that I like to think about it is this. For every minute of music that you're going to hear today, for every minute of music that you hear, these students have worked at least 60 minutes on every minute that they've done. The equation is a lot larger than that. They've had this music for about 5 or 6 weeks, and it can take 6 minutes to sing all of the songs that they have, because the song is short, but we work on it again and again and again, and they only have one time through in the concert. So please do your best, everybody, especially the students who are being graded on their behavior. Please do your best to be respectful. At the end of each song, you're free to clap, of course. The students won't bow, they'll just acknowledge your applause by standing there and smiling. But please, if we could not have yelling out for the students that are on the stage. The students on the stage are not going to wave to you. You know, I know that you like to see little Johnny up there. The students are not going to wave to you. They're just going to ignore that there's anybody out there. We're just going to sing our songs to the best of their ability, and you're going to love it. These guys are great. I love working with them. This year has been such an improvement over the years past.
So that we can sit while we're recording.
But I absolutely need to ask for quiet, because it's, you know, they're young people and their voices aren't super loud, but what they're doing is beautiful. The 6th graders are as adorable as possible. I'll go through some of these things. Just a couple of things that I wanted to mention. We're in the very end of our fundraiser for the year, which is a cookie dough and magazine subscription sale. Your students have been steadily selling these as we've gone. I just wanted to say out loud that the fundraiser ends on Friday, at which point everyone turns things in. If you've not yet bought something from them, even if it's just one thing of cookie dough that you don't want to eat and you give it away, please do support our program. This fundraiser is our major fundraiser for the year, and it's the way that we get to bring in a piano player that we need, and to bring in extra workers, you know, like an expert in the field who can come in and share their knowledge with the students. And we pay for all of that through this fundraiser, so it's very important. When the concert is done, we have a concession sale in the back. Everything, it's like a dollar store, everything's $1. We're gonna sell water and soda and candy. The students will be able to buy, you know, if they have money, then they can buy something, just not, you know, before the concert ends. Next Tuesday is the general meeting for our chorus parent organization. I've been very blessed to have such a generous group of chorus parents who have done so much work for me to make my job even easier. So the general meeting for any chorus parent is invited. It's going to be in the chorus room next Tuesday at 6:30. Oh, Miss Salo is out here. Oh, somewhere. Oh, there she is, in the way. Just so you know, I'll mention her name again as the concert goes on. Mary Calvin Salo has been the chorus director at the high school next door for some time. You know, she started when she was, you know, 16 years old somehow, and so she's been there for a good amount of time, and she's built up a great tradition over there. And I'm very happy about how many students leave Forrest Glenn's chorus and go into her chorus. I was at the concert last night, and there are many of her students in the audience right now who were my students in the past. And so I really appreciate all of her support for what we're doing here, and it gives them something really great to look forward to. Ms. Westergren is here to represent the administration. She's covering our, so I just wanted to recognize her and say thank you to the administration for their support of our chorus program. and any other teachers that might be in the audience I can't really see. Okay. So thank you for being here. The next concert, I hope everybody has a program. So as we go, so you'll know what we're doing. If you don't, these are the salmon-colored programs. If anyone needs one, just raise your hand and someone will come around and give one to you. That's Angelica and Brianna. Brianna, give your chorus teacher a program over there. Okay. If I forgot, I'll come back later. Okay, the first group is 6th grade. We've had a drop in enrollment in 6th grade this year because of some scheduling concerns and changing in the busing. So we have a small group, but I'll tell you what, they are such a joy to work with, and they're beautiful people, and they have beautiful voices. So I'll run out there to tell them to come on, and this is going to be the 6th grade choir. extra clapping, boys. Moving on. This is the 7th and 8th grade boys chorus. The class has 44 boys in it, and number one, that's a very large boys chorus to have. Number two, in middle school it's very rare to have a boys chorus. In fact, we're the only middle school boys chorus in Dade or Broward County. And they're also in the whole state, there's something like 30 middle school boys choruses, and we're very lucky with these guys. So, on these songs, the first one is an American tune, Colorado Trail. The second one is in Italian, and it's a cappella, which so Mrs. Piper gets to take a break. And then the third one is a pop song that most of you probably will recognize. Before I move on, I did not, as she came on the stage, I didn't introduce her because I wanted to do that now. Erin Piper over here has been playing with us with the chorus for as long as I've been here. This is my 3rd year at school, and she's been here all of that time. And she's a really wonderful resource. The days that she comes in to play, it's like the best day ever, every time that she comes, because it frees up me to do what I need to do, and she's very good at what she does. And the music comes alive with the piano. And so I really appreciate her work, and if you'll please give her a round of applause. On a side note, she does so much beyond what we hire her to do in helping out. You'll hear later on in the program there's a young lady who's going to play a piece, and Mrs. Paiva has helped her very much with her preparation. So I appreciate that. All right, here's the boys. In addition to being very proud of this boys group, because I told them today that everybody expects boys to misbehave and to underachieve, especially middle school boys. When I tell folks about this class, they're like, how could you possibly deal with 50 boys in a classroom? And I love them. I mean, they're awesome. So we have, there's this thing called All-State, where various students, in fact, something like 2,000 or 2,500 across the state, apply. They have to take a test and they have to do an audition. And the first round of auditions, we had a lot of students take it, and I'm sure that we had more boys pass than anybody else in South Florida. And in this choir, there were 4 boys who passed the test. Raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. Good, those boys. So in a couple of weeks, they're going to go back down and do the second part of the audition, and they're already in pretty good shape thus far. So I just wanted to mention that. Hopefully, if they get into the chorus, then they go to Tampa for 4 days, and I'm there as well. There are 2 girls who also passed the test. I'll tell you about that later. Okay.